Hello Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper and welcome to Tuesday Stories and Stamps. Today is a little bit different because I have a fantastic tip to share with you. And you just basically need two products to get all kinds of shiny, wonderful images. Are you curious as to what those two products are? Let's take a look. So the first thing you need is a Stamparatus, and the second thing you need is clear embossing powder. And when you have those two things, you can use just regular ink to get a gorgeous, shiny image because you're going to layer shiny ink, regular ink, with Versamark. And in order to do that perfectly, you need the Stamparatus. So what I did was I stamped the motorcycle, and then I used a die to cut it out. And see, here it is. But then I save it. I save this and I cut a whole pile more of motorcycles. So that's my little trick to save a lot of time and to not have to perfectly place that die each time. So then we put our negative, our blank die in here. We're going to ink up our motorcycle with Starry Sky. And now you do have to make sure that your piece of paper is tightly into the corner. Otherwise it's not going to work. So here we go. Give it a good press. Okay, that looks fantastic. I'm super happy with that. Now we're going to take our chamois, clean off the motorcycle, and then we're going to take our Versamark. Always store your Versamark pad upside down, okay? There, because then the ink stays close to the top, and regularly re-ink your Versamark so that it stays nice and juicy. Okay, so here we go. I've Versamarked it. Give it a good press. And you know what? I'm going to do this with a bunch of different colors so that we can do it all at once. So I'm just making sure this is tight into the corner. There we go. And now we're going to do it with real red. Now I should probably wipe it off, but I'm just going to do it on the top of the Versamark. Here we go. Give it a good press. And if I want it a little bit darker, if I want my red to be a little bit brighter, oops, is it in there tightly? There, that's good. We're going to give it one more layer of color. There. Okay, then we're going to clean it off and then reverse mark it. And we'll do one more color. So then we have three different colors. And you can see which one you like better. So I've Versamarked it and I'm stamping right on top again. Okay. Let's move it out of the way. So I have a blue one and a red one. I'm just putting them out of the way. And we're going to do one more. Again, I'm making sure my paper is tight into the corner. And put my negative, my die in there. Now we're going to stamp with Evening Evergreen. Okay. So basically you can use your favorite color, whatever you have. Give it a good press. And it's a little bit light, so that's another great use for the Stamparatus is to get you a darker shade. Now mind you, if it's always too light, you might want to re-ink your pad. There, okay, well, you know what? I want it a shade darker. I do really have to re-ink this one, I think. Okay, then we're going to clean it off. Oh, I really messed up on that. I didn't. Oh, well, we're going to leave it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now we're going to Versamark it. Where'd it go? Here. And then we're going to put on the clear embossing powder. There. But this is a great way to do a bunch at once. It saves time, it saves money, and those are good things. Okay, so here we are. Move that out of the way. Now I have my little embossing tray, and I'm just going to do this. Take the embossing powder, pour it on. It's all going to go back into the container again. I'm just going to put the lid on for now. Now I can combine the two with my fingers and the here. So now we're going to hold on to it with the tweezers And then here's my heat tool. Okay, it's kind of like a blow dryer, but way stronger. Do not use this to blow dry your hair, and a blow dryer will not work to emboss. You have to have a heat gun. A paint stripper will work, but sometimes it's a bit strong and it could burn your thing. So here we go. And I have it on level 2. And just hold it still till it starts to shine. And then move it slowly. The first one always takes a little while to warm up, but there it goes. See, and I'll slowly move it till I've got just over half done. Okay, so that half looks good. I'm just going to turn this off for a minute, and then I'm going to hold on to it on this side, switch my tweezers, and now we're going to do the last. So this shows you exactly the difference between the powdery and the finished. Okay, so there we have our green one, and even though I kind of thought I messed up on it, it looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Okay, so now put the green one there. Let's see. This is the messy part, and it's not too bad. Oh, look at that. I did it right the first time. Give it a little ticky, a little tap. And here we go. The second one you'll see goes faster because the heat gun has warmed up. Embossing really is magical. Okay, so now I'm almost done. I'm going to change it so that I get the seat. See, you can see that the seat, the little tail light is still powdery. And this is an embossing basics kit. So it comes with the tweezers, it comes with the tray, it comes with the embossing buddy. So that's quite handy. Oh, and it also comes with a brush here to clean out your tray. So that's quite a handy tool. I'm really loving it. So now we're going to do the last one, and then I'm going to make a card with you. Let's see. I think embossing was one of the first things I learned that I was introduced to when I started stamping. I loved it. Okay, here we go. And if you wanted to up the gloss on here and make it even thicker, you could put it back in and redo it. You could stamp it again with Versamark and add another layer. Okay, now we have a blue one, a red one, a green one, and you could do any colors that you want. So now you can tap this just like so, and then use the brush like so, and then take that little lid off. And then this comes off, and then you pour it in here. I'm not going to do that all now because that's not what this video is about. Are you ready to make a card with these? I am. So this is the stamp set. So it comes with 2 different sizes of motorcycles, a wrench, a little scenery thing, 4 sayings, and a flame. And what's really cool is it also comes with these beautiful dies that cut out the motorcycles. They cut out the 2 sizes of flames, details on the motorcycle, which I'll show you another time. And now I want to show you this. So this is kind of what I did with the motorcycles. The card isn't together yet. This big one could be a stamp, but it's also comes out of this paper. And the big die cuts that out. Let me show you. This got cut straight out of the paper. And I put a little piece of tape here. See? So that's really cool. Now we're going to stamp this. And rather than just use a block, take a peek. I'm going to move this out of the way. I have a negative here that I've used. And you know what? I'm going to turn it this way. Here. And then I'm going to put this in like so. And close it up. And that looks a little bit crooked. I think it is. Okay, let's straighten that out a little bit. And then this goes in here. Looks good. And I'm debating about what color. I think we'll do Starry Sky. Okay, Starry Sky. That looks great, just like that. Fantastic. So we'll take that off. Move this out of the way. And I thought we needed one more thing because this is going to go here, and I don't want that just floating in there. So I'm going to show you the paper. You need a paper trimmer and this great paper with all the tire tracks. So I thought I would just cut off this tire track here, this last one. So, and then I want it to go right across my card, which is 4 inches. So here we go, 4. And now we're going to get started. I'm just going to move my motorcycles. Those are the ones I want to use. And get out our liquid adhesive. Oh yeah, and that's that paper that I used, the other side. So one side of the paper has like regular paper, and the other side has a shiny black embossed. It's really pretty, really nice. So I'm going to show you the paper in a minute for all of it, and then I'm going to show you some cards that I've made that I'm going to be doing in class or that you can get a PDF tutorial for. I thought you might like it. So what I'm using as a base is a large Memories and More card, which is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So this piece of paper is 4 inches by 6 inches. And that's going to go across tire track. This is going to get popped up. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And I might cut one off a little bit just so that it looks a little more interesting. And then this one's going to go at the bottom. So I'm going to pop this one up first with some dimensionals. So our dimensionals come in black and in white, but because this is a black motorcycle, I'm going to use the black ones. So just 3 will do. Here. So here we have our motorcycle. And this just pops it up slightly. I'm just going to put that a little bit off the bottom. And then we'll put these on flat. Oh, this is the one I wanted to slice off. Okay, so because I want it to be straight, I'm going to use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to, there, I think that's a straight piece. Oh, it has to be like so, okay. See, it looks straight. There. Okay, I've cut off the wheel, and that's just to give it some visual interest, okay? Otherwise, all the motorcycles are looking like they're floating on the card, and I want it to look like it's kind of a print. So this one's going to go like so. That's really cool, I think. But what I'm most excited about is that you don't have to get embossing powders in every color. You can just use clear embossing powder and Versamark and your Stamparatus. See, now do I want red or do I want the green one in here? Well, see how nice you can just play with color and it's all good. But I like where this is going. I'm just going to play with this for a minute. I'm not sure if I want this to go over top or underneath. Well, we'll see. Okay. This is going to go across our card. About here. We want to make sure it's straight. And then we're going to pop this one up. And that will allow me to tuck something in behind. Let's see, did I do it right? Maybe I didn't. Should be good. Okay. Take all these little backings off. It's one way to know that there's a stamper in the house is if you find those little things on your carpet. Now maybe if I put it this way. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do this one flat. And like so. And a little bit more like so. And now we'll pop this up. And then if you want to finish it off with something fun, I did have something. We've got these really cool embellishments that are very manly. And they are called adhesive backed studs. Now I kind of like this silver one right here. So take your pokey tool and just, there. There's something stuck to it. Oh, there we go. And here. And maybe, you know, because I don't know too much about motorcycles, but I do know that they sometimes have these things on their jackets that look pretty cool. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you are a motorcyclist, I would love to get your feedback, whether or not you think this is a cool set. Anyway, I was pretty excited when I saw it because I thought there's quite a few people who will be super excited to use this in their scrapbooks and to make cards for their people who are crazy about motorcycles. There we have it. So lots of shiny motorcycles with one great product, and that is the clear embossing powder, which I'm looking for, this one. So clear embossing powder and your Stamparatus. So, and it's perfect time to buy a Stamparatus because if you buy a Stamparatus, you'll get a free celebration item. So check out my blog post, check out the links, and I am off camera. Here we go. And yeah, so I would love it if you click the red button on the bottom right-hand side to subscribe. And please leave me a comment and a thumbs up if you like this video. And above all, share so that the word gets out. That just makes my day. I am so thankful for my stamping community and so glad that you stopped by today. Have a super day. Bye.